Well, hello, good morning, good afternoon, friends, family, or followers. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all. Today we are reading the Action Bible. Pretty fun, kind of like a little comic book. This will be day 3. We're still in the beginning, early stages. What else? It is, well, it's not storming right now, but we got some big storms heading our way in Wisconsin today. And I got to take my dog for a walk. So I am going to get right to the point, and we're just going to get at it here. Hope you all are doing good today. I've been tampering with video angle and view, and I'm trying something new again. We're going to pinpoint this till we get exactly what we like. It's getting better and better. Thanks for waiting as I learn how to do this properly. All right. Destruction of Sodom, based on Genesis 19. Meanwhile, 2 of the angels have reached Sodom. Abraham's nephew, Lot, welcomes them. "You are strangers here. Come, stay at my home." "No, it's okay. We'll spend the night out here." "Trust me, the square is not safe. There's something strange about these 2 men. They're not from here." Sorry, I had to set my timer over there. "There's something strange about these 2 men. They're not from here, and probably rich. Let's rob them and teach them a lesson." Later that night, the evil men gather a crowd and surround Lot's house. "Those strangers, let us have them." "No, don't do this wicked thing. We'll do worse things to you, Lot, if you don't send them out." Just as the mob reaches out for Lot, the 2 strangers pull him aside and bolt the door. "Break down the door! Let's get them!" Outside Lot's house in Sodom, the mob goes wild. As the men push against Lot's door, the angels, showing their power, strike the rioters blind. "Help! I can't see. My eyes, who hit me?" Inside Lot's house, "There are no righteous people left in this town. Run for your lives. The Lord sent us to destroy this sinful city. My family, I must save them." But Lot's son-in-laws only laugh when he tries to warn them. They refuse to leave the doomed city. So early the next morning, the 2 angels lead Lot, his wife, and their 2 daughters away. Suddenly, all Sodom bursts into flame. "Don't look back at the city or you will also die. But it's the only home I've ever known." Lot's wife stops and looks back longingly. Instantly, she is turned into a pillar of salt. Only Lot and his 2 daughters escape God's punishment. Early the next morning, Abraham goes to the hilltop to worship and sees the thick smoke rising from the ruins of the wicked city. "As surely as night follows day, destruction follows sin, O God. Help me lead my people in the paths of righteousness." Hagar's journey. After the destruction of Sodom, Abraham decided to move to a new place. He leads his growing clan to the Negev region near the desert. The angels who visited Abraham had told him Sarah would have a son. 1 year later, their prediction comes true. Who would have thought that I would ever have a son? I'm too old, but I'm holding my baby in my arms. I'll never doubt God's promises again. Abraham has named his second son, Isaac. What will become of Ishmael, his first son? He might have become our ruler, but now the baby Isaac will be next in line after Abraham. I'm sure it won't be a problem. Tension grows between Sarah and Hagar over their sons. At baby Isaac's first feast. Ha ha, look how clumsy little Isaac is. Ishmael, be quiet. Sarah is angry. What will she do about Ishmael? Hagar's son can't make fun of mine. Abraham, you must send Ishmael and Hagar away before they cause real trouble in the tribe. Night after night, Abraham asked God how to solve this family problem. Finally, God answers him. Do what Sarah says, because I will fulfill my promise through Isaac. But don't worry about your first son, Ishmael. I will take care of him and his mother. Early one morning, because of Sarah's jealousy, it is better that you and Ishmael leave. Don't be afraid. God will watch over you. Day after day, Hagar and Ishmael wander through the burning sand. One fear pounds in Hagar's mind. Will we have enough water until we find an oasis? At last, the dreaded moment comes. There's no more water, Mother. I'm dying of thirst. I know, son, so am I. Lie down in the shade of the bush. Oh, God, don't make me watch my child die. Dead tired and choking with thirst, Hagar turns her back on her son Ishmael. She cannot stand to watch him die. Suddenly, she hears a voice. The angel of God says, "Lift the boy up, I will make him a great nation." Hagar starts toward her son and sees a spring of water. Water, we will not die. Ishmael, God has saved us. Knowing God is with them, Hagar and Ishmael continue their journey. They build a home in the wilderness. Years pass. Eventually, Ishmael marries an Egyptian girl and becomes the head of a great desert tribe. A father sacrifice, based on Genesis 22-23. Saddle the horses. Isaac and I must go on a journey. But this is a journey like no other. No one knows that, as a test of faith, God has told Abraham to sacrifice his son. Over a lifetime of faithfulness, Abraham has learned to obey God, but he does not understand the perplexing command. How could God ask such a thing? I know it's absurd, but I must believe that even if I sacrifice Isaac, God will give him back to me somehow, even if it means raising him from the dead. Leaving the servants behind, they trek up the mountaintop, but Isaac's curiosity grows. Something is wrong. This isn't how we usually do it. Alone on the mountaintop, Abraham and Isaac build an altar. Here's the wood, Father, but where is the animal to sacrifice? God will supply the sacrifice, my son. Suddenly, Abraham turns and binds his son. Father, if God wants me to give him my promised son, I will obey. Suddenly, Abraham hears the voice of God. Don't lay a hand on your son. I would never truly let you do such a thing. But you have proven that you are fully devoted to me. You didn't hold back even your son. As Abraham breathes a huge sigh of relief, he spots a ram caught in a nearby bush. A ram for the sacrifice. Thank you, God. Quickly, Abraham releases Isaac and puts the ram in his place on the altar. Father, you gave me to God, and he gave me back to you. Yes, my son, it was a test of faith. Isaac, never doubt the wisdom and love of God. With joyous hearts, Abraham and Isaac give thanks to God. I swear in the name of myself that because you obeyed me, I will bless the whole world through your children. On the way home, Isaac walks ahead and alone. Through his mind flash scenes of the day. He can still feel the ropes that tied him on the altar. See his father's knife, feel the joy of knowing he would not be killed. Sarah rushes out of the camp to greet them. Isaac, what happened to you? You left here a boy, but you have returned a man, like your father, strong and wise. From my father I learned the cost of faith, and from God I learned the reward of faith. In the years that follow, the tribe of Abraham prospers. Then one day, sad news spreads quickly through the camp. Sarah has died. Isaac and Rebekah, based on Genesis 24. Abraham is now old and has seen many, many years. In the midst of grieving for his wife, he plans for his family's future. God has promised that my descendants will outnumber the sand in the desert, which means Isaac must start his family. But Isaac still grieves for his mother. Every day he goes alone into the wilderness to mourn for his mother. If only he had a wife to comfort him. Abraham calls his most trusted servant. Eliezer, before I die, I want to see Isaac happily married, but he must marry a woman from my own people. Go to Nahor and bring back a wife for Isaac. Abraham's servant gathers a long caravan. He leads it across the desert and finally reaches the city of Nahor, where Abraham's relatives live. What a big city! How will I ever find the right wife for the man who will be chief of our tribe someday? Abraham's servant reaches Nahor in the evening. He rests by the well just outside town and sees young women of the city coming to get water. God, let this be the test. Whoever gives water to me and my camels will be Isaac's bride. She's beautiful. Is she the one? Miss, could I please have a drink? I'll be glad to get you a drink, and I'll draw water for your camels too. She is the one. When the girl finishes watering the camels, Eliezer gives her a nose ring and gold bracelets. What is your name? Do you think there is room for me to stay in your father's house? These are beautiful. My name is Rebekah. We have plenty of room for you at our house. Just a minute. Rebekah runs to tell her family when she shows them the presents. Her brother, Laban, goes out to meet Abraham's servant. Come with me. My father has room for you and your caravan. Abraham's servant tells everyone who he is and explains that God has chosen Rebekah to be the bride of Isaac, son and heir of Abraham, her great uncle. Take Rebekah to be my wife of my uncle's son. Do it just the way the Lord has said. Early the next morning, the caravan gets ready to return to Abraham's camp. Rebekah says goodbye to her family, and the caravan begins its long journey. Days later, the caravan nears Abraham's camp. Rebekah wonders, what will Isaac be like? Tall and strong like a chief's son? I wonder if he will love me. Who is the man coming to meet us? That's Isaac. He is handsome. Is this the woman I'm going to marry? When Isaac sees Rebekah, he falls in love with her at once and takes her to his father for his blessing. They get married immediately, and the whole camp rejoices that God continues to watch over Abraham's father. Birthright stew, based on Genesis 25-26. After a long and happy life, Abraham finally joins his wife in death. Isaac leads Abraham's tribe to the burial cave of Machpelah to place the body of its great chieftain beside his wife Sarah. But Isaac, like his father, has gone a long time without having any children. Rebekah is barren. We've tried every remedy known to man. Nothing has worked. Now I must pray to God and trust his promise. The Lord answers Isaac's prayers, and Rebekah becomes pregnant. But her pregnancy seems unusual. When they inquire of the Lord, he tells Rebekah that she is pregnant with twins. You will give birth to two nations. One will be stronger than the other, and the younger will rule the older. When Rebekah gives birth, her first son is reddish and hairy. They name him Esau. But clutching Esau's heel is Jacob, who does not want to be left behind. As the boys grow up, Isaac earns a reputation as a man who avoids conflict. But Isaac fails to see the conflict growing between his own twin sons. Which one will be our ruler after Isaac? Esau is stronger, but Jacob is more clever. Esau has the birthright because he is the oldest, but I'd be surprised if Jacob doesn't do something tricky. If I were Isaac, I'd pay more attention to the competition between these two boys. One day, when Esau returns with fresh food from hunting, Isaac praises him. Esau is a mighty hunter. Yes, he's strong as an ox and dumb as one too. Jacob bides his time. One morning, during a hot spell, Esau sets out for a hunting trip. This is the chance Jacob has been waiting for. Esau will find game at the water hole, miles away from here. When he gets back from the long day's hunt, he'll be tired and hungry. I'll be ready for him. Towards sundown, Jacob waits for his brother outside camp. Here he comes, and without any game. Didn't he catch anything? Camp with its food is only a short distance away, but Esau is so hungry he can't wait. I'm starving. Give me some of the stew you're making. Will you trade your birthright for it? Well, that's a dumb question. Is a birthright tasty and filled with savory meat? I'll take the stew. Here's the stew. Swear that your birthright is mine. I promise. The birthright is yours. I'm dying of hunger. Let me eat. Here, eat all you want. Esau's birthright is mine. Someday I will inherit a double share of my father's wealth. I will rule the tribe, not Esau. But Jacob has a long time to wait. His father is still strong and powerful, and Isaac grows older. It becomes clear that Esau is his favorite son. Jacob realizes that tricking Esau into giving him the birthright is not enough. Somehow he must convince his father to give him the family blessing as well. For all his tricky plots, Jacob can't disobey his father. His father, Isaac, is the head of the family, and his mother, Rebekah, however, is the brains. Isaac doesn't know that Jacob has already claimed the birthright that belongs to Esau. Find my son Esau. Tell him that I must see him right away. Let me see here. How long is this one? Yup, we're going to stop right here, my friends. I'm sorry. Wish it was longer. But we got storms coming. I got to go walk this dog. Thank you all for joining along. Have a lovely day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.